Hey, welcome everyone. So today is going to be a full day of eating to get shredded, but today is a special day because it's going to be a refeed day. So I'm going to go very heavy on the carbs today. So yeah, today you're going to see a full day of eating. I'm going to show you every single meal that I'm going to have today to get shredded. Also, you're going to see a workout. I'm not sure what I'm going to be training today, maybe arms, chest, shoulders, whatever. So let's start with my first meal. It's going to be oats with protein powder. And also I'm going to measure absolutely everything. So let's start. The first thing I'm going to do is measure the oats. So in this big white cup, I'm going to measure the oats. So yeah, let me tell you more about what's going on with me recently. So recently I decided to actually get shredded because I just look my best when I'm shredded, like 10% body fat or sub 10% body fat. I believe I look my best and most impressive. So 200 grams of oats, and yeah, it's been like a week since I started my cut, and now I'm going to add the protein powder. Protein is going to be very important on a cut, especially if you want to get shredded. Don't forget to consume a lot of protein. And so yeah, I started my cut, and obviously I'm not hungry at the moment. I'm not hungry, to be honest, but I'm starting to feel like that laziness starts to kick in, and I don't like that because it makes me a lot more lazy. I don't have the energy I want to have. So that's why I'm doing the carb refeeds. So it's something like slightly higher calories and higher carbs, just to replenish some of that lost glycogen, lost water, and it's going to give me more energy. Keep in mind, I already lost fat, so it's not like it's going to stall my fat loss. To be honest, it's not going to do that. So yeah, protein I'm going to keep fairly high today. A lot of scoops, rich piano style. So yeah, I want to do something like a series that I'm not going to stop doing. So this is episode number 1, and it's going to be a very special one because it's a full day of eating, obviously. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm going to add the hot water. Let me show you how it looks like without the water stuff. As you can see, very good. Okay, and now let's add the water. Okay, and now I want to mix everything with a scoop, with a spoon. And obviously I'm going to let it sit because it's very hot water and I can't eat it yet. But in the meantime, I'm going to talk more about my diet. Obviously now I'm going to just mix it up with a spoon. Let me get one, and I'll be right back. I'll keep talking, to be honest. So yeah, currently, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but like I already told you, I'm currently trying to get shredded. So I've been on a diet, fat loss diet, since like last week, like last Friday I believe. I'm not sure about Thursday, but today is Saturday, so it's been like 7 days now. 7 days, and to be honest, I'm happy with the way it's going so far. I'm happy with the way it's going. I've lost weight, like decent amount of weight. I know that, look, when you first start a diet, most of that weight, like in the first week that you're going to lose, is mostly a lot of glycogen, a lot of water weight, like in between the muscles. And it might seem like you're losing muscle, but you're really not. But yeah, you're going to look smaller. And you might look like small, soft, and kind of skinny. But believe me, it's part of the process, and you want that. You want that, and I'm going to explain why. Look, when we first start a diet, that's normal, that's going to happen. But if you make it like past that, now it depends on your deficit, but if you actually manage to make it through the diet, like the whole process, let's say at least a month. At least a month. Now again, is going to depend on your body fat percentage, like your starting point. If your starting point is 20% body fat, well, it's going to take a lot longer. But if you're someone like me, who is decently lean, it might take you only like 1 month and another extra month to get like super shredded. But again, I go through that myself. I tend to look skinnier, softer, and I just feel small. Again, there's no other way around that, but when you actually manage to make it past that phase, and you finally see like the cuts, and when you finally get like very lean, you're going to see that you actually look bigger. And when you finally carb up, man, you're going to see like definition that you've never seen before. And actually, if you take pictures or even videos, you're going to see that you look actually bigger when you carb up and you resume eating like normal calories. You're going to see that you look like massive. It looks very impressive, to be honest. But obviously don't expect everything to happen like just like that. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. Again, I probably be on a fat loss diet for a few weeks more, with the obvious carb refeeds in between my days of being in a deficit. But then when I finish with my fat loss, I'm going to move on to a lean bulk. But this time I'm really going to focus on doing that lean bulk the correct way. And when I do that, well, you're just going to see like the massive progress. When you actually do like a proper lean bulk, and everything's perfect, you're going to see that you don't gain fat and you look impressive. Because when you carb up, you're in a small caloric surplus. You're going to see that the muscles, they fill up like extra more, and it just looks great. I'll be honest, I can't wait. But again, it's part of the process, so today I might look a little bit smaller, but that's why I'm carbing up, to get more energy. So yeah, if you want to do the same diet, do the same diet. And to be honest, today's full day of eating, I'm going to make sure that I show you, like, probably have, this is my breakfast obviously. I usually fast, but today I fasted for less hours. So breakfast, I'm going to show you my second meal. So there's going to be like a second, third meal, fourth, fifth meal. So yeah, probably a lot of meals, just smaller meals but very high in carbs. And yeah, and today's training also, I'm not sure what I'm going to be training. I might do something like chest and biceps, or just chest only. So yeah, alright, at the moment I'm not that impressive, but when I carb up, when the lighting is like the right lighting, you won't see like the progress. But yeah, if you want to see me eat, I might show you a little bit, but yeah, this is going to be my first meal. Now, to keep this walk a little bit shorter, I'm not going to be eating most of my meals, but let me show you what it looks like. Wait. As you can see, oats with protein powder, all that good stuff. So yeah, this is meal number one. 200 grams of oats, 200 grams of protein powder, and yeah, that's it. See you on my second meal. And now let's start with my chest workout. I did 2 warm-up sets. Now it's time for my first work set that I'm going to be lifting 100 kg, that's 220 pounds. I'll be using a nice medium grip to engage the chest the most. Because if you go like way too wide, it's mostly shoulders. If you go like very narrow, very close grip, it's going to be mostly triceps. The chest is still being engaged and worked, but I would say like the medium grip and variations, different variations of the medium grip is like the best for chest development. So let's start. Again with a flat back. All of my reps I'll be doing with a flat back. Nice pulse on my chest for like second or even half second. So let's lift. Reps, nice set. Now I'm going to do my second bench press variation. Here's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be moving from a more narrow grip. I'll be moving my grip like wider. So on my first bench press variation, my pinkies were on the rings. Now I'm going to be moving my grip wider to really engage all of the chest muscle fibers available. So let's start. Again, I'll keep using the same weight, 100 kilograms. The same form with a flat back, pulse on my chest as always. Good form for range of motion. Again, 10 reps. And again, I'm moving my grip on each set. So from a starting position, pinkies on the ring, I'll probably go as wider as outside like the pointer fingers. The bench press is like one of the best, like top 2 best chest exercises, to be honest. So if you're not doing the barbell bench press, you're leaving a lot of chest gains on the table, so you have no idea why you're skipping the barbell bench press. bulky only reps on this set, but as long as I'm in that effective like rep range zone, I'll be fine. Alright? On each like next set, as you keep doing more and more sets, they're diminishing returns, meaning you're going to get most of your growth, most of your muscle growth on your first few sets. And then as you keep doing more and more, you're going to get less, but you're still growing. And that's the most important thing. Because if we can actually double our volume and double our muscle growth, we're going to get huge in like a very short period of time. So, you know, that's not going to happen. When we're trying to get shredded or lean, that's up to you, we need to prioritize weight training, because that's going to help us build more muscle. So we're going to look better, we're going to burn more calories, our energy expenditure is going to go up, so we can eat a little bit more food, a little bit more calories, we're going to feel way more energy, and probably our physique goals require a lot more muscle mass than we expect. So let's start with my first set. To be honest, I'm on a lower volume phase currently. I mean, my calories are very low, so I can't really benefit from ultra high volumes. So point your fingers on the rings right now. So very wide. It's going to get that deep stretch. Okay, that was a very challenging set. So I'm going out now, do my steps, do some extra like cardio and stuff. Let's see the abs. You know, I'm getting lean, but it's going to take me like a few extra weeks. But I'm going to get there, so there's nothing to worry about. I'm also going to buy some extra chicken breast, zero fat yogurt, a bunch of fruits too. So yeah, I'm going out. Daily cardio, I would say, even if it's like 5 or 10 minutes, it's going to be something very useful, like in the long term. Because let's say you do 10 minutes of cardio every single day. Let's say for that's 30 days of, that's 300 minutes. That's like 5 hours. 5 hours of cardio. Well, guess what? It adds up. So that equals like a few pounds of extra fat loss. And this is going to be my second meal for the day. It's going to be 500 grams of zero fat yogurt, so that's going to be 55 grams of actual protein, very high quality protein. Also 310 to 320 calories. The amount of fat is like 1 gram, and I believe that's like 20 grams of carbs, so it's basically nothing. And also I like to drink my calorie-free cola. So yeah, second meal. Welcome everyone to my third and last meal for the day. So let me actually show you what I'm going to be eating. So as you can see, there's white rice, chicken breast and frozen veggies. So a mix of different frozen vegetables. So carrots, and broccoli, and other vegetable that I don't really know the name of, or I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's I have no idea, I'll be honest. So I'm very hungry. Usually on my first meal I didn't feel hungry, but right now I'm so hungry. To be honest, I usually save like most of my calories right before I go to sleep, because that's when I actually feel the most hunger, like at nighttime. And usually that's what most people are like. Most people, they feel hungry at nighttime, so I would say save most of your calories like a few hours before you go to sleep. That's going to be very important for like calorie management. And actually, for me, when I wake up, I don't feel hungry. Seriously, I don't feel hungry. The only reason I had that oatmeal was because, well, I felt tired. Like I wanted the energy. Because as I'm losing more and more fat, I'm starting to get like very lazy, to be honest. And I'm not as active. I know why that happens usually, but it's not fun. It's not fun because you burn less calories and everything seems like a challenge. And to be honest, that's probably a sign to up your calories a little bit, up your carbs, and maybe reduce the amount of cardio that you're doing. So let's say you're doing like 30 minutes of cardio every single day. If you're starting to feel like lazy, lower the cardio. Lower the cardio, even stop completely, or like lower the intensity of that cardio. If it's fairly high intensity, go to a lower intensity cardio like steps, for example. Some people actually do both, like they do steps and on top of that they do something else, and that's just too much. Again, you don't have to do like endless amounts of cardio. I don't do cardio to get shredded, and last summer when I was actually shredded, I didn't do like any cardio, maybe just a little bit, but I just want to speed up the whole process, which was a big mistake. When you're that lean, you're not supposed to speed up the process. You're supposed to slow down so you can avoid muscle loss. Because I would say if you're very lean, like very lean, like 10% or sub 10% body fat, most people, first of all, you probably won't be able to maintain that unless like diet is like perfect. And most people, they need like to do like slow bulk. Their compositioning won't work. If your body fat percentage is higher, it might work. But if it's not, well, probably not going to work. And so, to be honest, I'm really enjoying my last meal for the day. And yeah, tomorrow, to be honest, today I wanted to cook like white potatoes, also tomatoes, but I forgot to actually buy tomatoes and potatoes, so instead I decided to let's just cook white rice. Let's cook the veggies with the white rice. I always include like vegetables every meal. Every meal. I mean, and I'm only using like salt. I mean, for me, I like it. I enjoy that. I enjoy that. And keep in mind, the reason why I'm so serious about my physique is because I'm on YouTube. I'm on social media trying to make a name for myself. Trying to actually get started as an online personal trainer. And if I want to succeed, I have to look the part. I mean, I have to look like unbelievable. Obviously, you don't have to look like that, you don't have to be like me. But I just have to, like, that's my proof, that's my evidence that I know what I'm talking about. Because fat loss is hard to achieve. And it's hard to keep off, like, the fat. That's not work. That's not work. It's a lot of hard work and discipline. And you need to know what you're doing, like with your diet. And I can get lean. And I'm also going to do like a lean bulk very soon, so I'm going to show everyone that I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you that I'm the real deal. And you need to listen to me, and you need to hire me as your online personal trainer. I mean, some people, they don't want to, or they don't have the time to learn everything on their own, so I mean, I already know how to get in shape, so just invest in yourself by hiring me, and then I'm just going to tell you what to do. You're going to follow everything that I tell you, and you're going to be in great shape. Simple. It's simple. It makes a lot of sense. So yeah, tomorrow you're going to see, well, I'm going to record the video tomorrow, but it won't be up until like a week later after this video is uploaded, because if I upload like the same video like in a very short period of time, it's like the same video, right? And no one cares, so no one is going to watch that video. So guess what? I'm just wasting my time. So if you want to help me out, keep watching. Keep watching, and actually, if you're interested in what I upload, subscribe. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to talk about something with me, leave a comment down below. If you want to see a specific video, again, comment. Okay, so I'm going to end the video right now. Again, thanks for watching. For everyone that stayed until the end, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you actually enjoyed watching this video. So, for everyone that watched the full video, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that's going to be very cool to see who actually watched the whole video. And this is going to be a surprise. If you stayed like until the end, soon you're going to see another watermelon challenge. So thanks for watching.